think we're on. R.
Is it too loud?
Where's the microphone? No, it's alright. Where's the microphone? Microphone.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, there you are, you little loser. Look at you. Look at you, little loser. I found you. We found you. Oh, come here. Come here. Mwah. Okay.
Is it on?
Yeah, it is on.
And that's what you're doing?
Yeah. Hello. 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 I'm just gonna keep saying it. Let's test the audio before we go forward. Onward and forward to Rayman. To Rayman's origin. His origin story. Story of Rayman. I can definitely hear the I can definitely hear the air conditioner in the back.
Too loud?
Yeah. This is a good microphone.
Turn it off.
Let's. Okay, press enter. Do you have to press enter? Oh, you're player one. You might need to switch controllers today. For the first time. I call dibs on Rayman. It's my channel. Don't. Okay, let's start a new game.
Alright. I'm still fixing my...
Look at the story. This is Rayman's origin, apparently. Yet this apparently takes place after Rayman 3. But then there was a prototype of Rayman 4, but then it never came out, and it's Rayman Raving Rabbids apparently. So it's just the timeline is weird with this game. It's very strange.
The timeline couldn't be worse.
Yeah. Oh, you got that from the Sonic movie. I see what you did there. Yeah. This is Rayman Origins, the PC version. The official PC version.
I do like the music though.
Yeah, they're all about being musical and stuff.
The first Rayman I ever played didn't look like this.
Yeah, you played. It's so funny. You played in such a cursed way.
I know, I played that advanced Game Boy Advanced one. One of them. Actually, I have it around somewhere, but that was the first one I played.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very good. I didn't like it.
Oh.
And I didn't even finish it.
The Game Boy Advance ones. The only good one was 3 and Raving Rabbids. I'm not sure what the first. They had the very first one on the Game Boy Advance, and that wasn't very good.
I think wasn't there a Legends?
On the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, was there a
No.
Legends?
There was only Rayman 3, which was just Rayman 2, but 2D. There was it was cheap. There was Rayman Raving Rabbids, which was supposed to be what Rayman Raving Rabbids was supposed to be.
Okay, well, no, I know I didn't play that because I didn't know what rabbits were.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Maybe it was Rayman 3 I played.
You probably played Rayman 3, because...
I mean, I definitely know it was a Game Boy Advanced or / SP game.
Hold on, let me just post this on Twitter. Let me just post on Twitter, and then we'll
Do
get
we
into
have that guy that goes, wow?
Yeah, we do. He's the teensy. AJ
Wait,
here's a fan of the Teensy Ninja.
Do we have, like, the princess girl? Does she do that?
I think we have to unlock her.
No.
That's okay. It's fun to unlock things in this game. There's a lot of collectibles for it. This was a very good game to come out at the time it did. I kept up with the updates for it. Like, back when they had their own website. They would show character, concept art. They would show, like, a lot of stuff like that before it even came out. It was actually really cool how they did that for everybody.
Look at you, super fan over there.
Yeah, it was
Super
a...
fan.
Ubisoft themselves, they hosted the website. They hosted a whole website for Rayman Origins, because this was supposed to be the new Rayman game since Rayman 3. Well, I don't really count Rayman Raving Rabbids as a Rayman game because that's a party game. But yeah, they were very they kept us up to date. They kept updating the website. I was there on the Ubisoft Rayman Origins website. It was there. It was a Flash website, I think, too. I think there was some Flash aspects of it, I think. But yeah, it was very good. Hold on. Let me just. It's on Twitch. But yeah, that that is my that's how I knew about Rayman. My first Rayman game was Rayman 2. No, Rayman 1 actually. I had the DOS version. I remember that. I had the DOS version. It was on MS DOS.
What's MS DOS?
It was it was what Windows used essentially as like a programming script. Like it would allow you could use it was essentially like a developer tool on Windows that you could use to like bypass things, change options, but you can also create games using MS DOS, and that's what some game developers back in the day would use. They'd use MS DOS as the I guess you could say engine for certain games. So like games like the game that I played called Trolls, that's an MS DOS game. Rayman, I'm pretty sure it was a DOS game because it was a CD-ROM game, and I think it used DOS. If not, it was probably just an average program on Windows 95. But still, let me just post them. I am just
Getting distracted?
yeah, I'm getting distracted. Somebody give me a ho.
Ho ho ho.
Thanks. I'm glad you gave me one.
You're like
Thanks. But we watched a lot of movies. Well, yeah, we were very busy. We did a lot of stuff.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. We watched Forrest Gump. AJ's never watched Forrest Gump, and she watched Forrest Gump.
It wasn't a bad movie. It's just I kind of liked what about Bob?
Yeah, we watched What About Bob as well.
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
I liked that movie a lot more. Because I mean, like Forrest Gump wasn't bad. It follows this guy, and he kind of has. Well, I don't really know what type of problems he has. It's not really a bad thing, but that's kind of what he has. I don't really know what he has, but yeah, he has something. But he essentially just sits in a park, and he just tells his life story.
Yeah.
It's like I know what he's doing. Like I know like what the creators are doing because I've seen that type of like storyline before. My Little Pony tried to do it. I mean, they didn't really do it the right way in my opinion.
What, the
but
trope of somebody telling a story?
yeah, like it turns out to be like the life story at the end.
Oh.
But it's
We're going to tie it back to that. Some way.
I mean, Digimon also did it in as well. The last episode. Oh, spoiler alert! I mean, I didn't spoil anything, but I said that's
You're
that's
actually
gonna
spoiling.
happen. So, spoiler alert.
Okay, we have to switch controllers. Damn it! So you're gonna be Lobux.
Oh, I'm using the PS4 controller.
Yeah. I guess for today, it's gonna be so disorienting for you.
The only time I use a PS4 controller is to play Skyrim, or to play Budokai, or San Andreas.
Right, you like San Andreas. You like San Andreas.
I didn't really like it so much on PlayStation, but yeah, my favorite is San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto. You know, I'm probably saying that title all wrong, but it is San Andreas. But I like the Xbox version.
Yeah. Let's hear those sounds. Yeah, you love the Xbox original, especially the controller.
I do. I like my whole. I like the whole Xbox original era's run.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of games on there.
Oh, I'm just testing the audio.
Oh, okay. Oh right, but what about Bob? Yeah, he essentially just kind of sits on a bench, and he just starts to tell his like life story to this. It starts off to as a woman, because he's talking to a woman first, and then she kind of leaves, and then as he just keeps going along with his life story, the more people start coming and going. It's just really funny. And no, there's this woman in his lifelong story, and
Jenny.
she is a terrible woman. Like honestly, she really is a terrible woman.
Jenny is awful.
But you know what? He doesn't realize that she's, not right for him. Like she's not a good woman at all, and she has her issues that stem due to her father and his abuse and whatever the hell other family issues that she has, because they didn't really go in depth. It was just kind of surface level.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you kind of just have to put things together possibly and make your own little assumptions on what happened. But she clearly did not have the best childhood.
No.
And Gump, he doesn't realize that because of his issues, he doesn't realize that she's having like a bad home life. He just sees her as like a really good friend at first, because they were childhood friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was his first friend, because all the other kids thought he was weird. And it's just like, oh, they were being all mean to him and everything too.
Yeah, they're throwing rocks at him, and he took those rocks to the face. Like they would just throw them at him, and he just took them all. He took them all.
But I did like though with his character, because he at the start he had bad legs.
Yeah.
And then what was it that happened? Oh right, the bullies. So because of the bullies would always bully him and pick on him and chase him and all this other stuff, and he has bad legs, and they still bully him, which is just terrible. In my opinion. And a girl, and the girl, what's her name?
Jenny.
Yeah, she would just watch.
Yeah, run, Forrest, run.
As these bullies just pick and literally just beat Gump. Isn't that his name? Isn't that his name, Gump?
Yeah, Gump. Forrest Gump.
Oh my God.
His first name is Forrest, and his last name is Gump. He was named after like a white supremacist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, she never actually did anything to really help him. All she really did was just say for him to run.
Yeah.
She would never even say, "Hey, stop bullying him," or anything like a friend would do, like even like a typical like woman character that they all do. Not saying that that's what women do, but it's like in these when it comes to best friends and things like that, the girl always just seems to just be like, no, stop bullying my friend, and it just kind of leaves it at that.
That's it. Why'd you get yourself killed?
I didn't know I was gonna die there. I was waiting for him to open up his mouth.
Look, this was daring of them to do.
I don't like this. She jiggles too much.
Yeah, there's children watching.
Shut up, Is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she never actually did anything to help him with his bullying, and Forrest still sees her as a at that time as a really good friend.
Yeah, a really close friend.
Oh, Poor Forrest. I just honestly throughout the whole movie, you kind of just feel pity on him.
You do.
And not just because because of his issues. He could have like not had that type of those types of issues and still like think that way. Because there are a lot of guys that don't have Forrest's problem and still think that way.
Yeah, it's very true.
So yeah, he could have still have thought in that way, and I still would have thought pity on him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she's not a good friend. And what ended up happening is that because he ended up running away from the bullies, he fixed his leg problem.
Yeah, it was like a miracle.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
damn it. Look, you're just ready to kill me.
no, I'm not. I'm ready to attack anything now. I've just been running away and talking about this movie.
Yeah, continue.
But yeah, he finally where did I go?
You're right there.
Oh,
I'm staying back for you. I'm lagging behind.
move for me. But yeah, he fixed his leg problem because he ran away from the bullies. And because of that, he no longer has to wear those leg embrace stuff. His legs really were just fixed, just like that.
Just like that. It was a beautiful moment. It was in slow motion and everything.
It was. You know what? I'm not really that. I know you're so rude. But I'm not really that mushy type to get all mushy about that. But it was a nice moment for him. And then after that, he just always continued running because he just found that he's just really fast.
Yeah.
And he just likes to run. So that was like his like mini little hobby that he would do on the side. He would just and from there he would just run everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would just run everywhere. And there was even there was this one scene in his life where Ginny, so she has this thing where she like goes back and forth between Forrest throughout the whole entire movie because Forrest again doesn't see that she's like a bad woman. So because because later on in their life he ends up like having like romantic feelings for her, and you know he tells her, but it's like she knows that she's not right for Gump, but yeah, he gets all upset about it. But she has this thing where like she comes back and forth, and you would think, yeah, he would be like, no, maybe you should stop this, but no, he's too head over heels for her.
And naive.
And there's that too. He doesn't understand.
That slap was funny.
You move for me is. Let's just go. Oh, thank you. Oh. But yeah, so she did this she did that thing where she came back to him for, I don't even know for like how long, but she was like with him, and then she ends up leaving him, and he got like all like depressed. He went through this like a depressive moment, yeah, in his life.
You skipped the part where he went to the war.
Oh right, I didn't skip
He got drafted.
it. I forgot that he went to the war. So much things happened to him. He went to he went to the war. He was on a tournament for ping pong.
Yeah.
Like so much things happened to him. He was on a boat.
This is AJ's first time watching Forrest Gump.
I know, it was
just popping in. She's describing Forrest Gump. It's a very good
terribly,
film.
But yeah, a lot of things.
You're
happened.
talking about the highlights. You're not making a summary.
No, a lot of things ended up happening to him. Too much. And he tells all of this whole entire story in a park on a bench to just, at first it was one person, but then multiple people started to join and leave. So yeah, he's just still talking on the bench about his entire story up until that point.
Yeah.
And still talking. So it was a lot, but
Where'd you go?
Oh, here I am. Yeah. I know. I was like wondering. It's like, yeah, where did I go?
Sorry, you were just in the way.
Move from you. But yeah. So he went through a depressive stage when Jenny left, and he, for like 2 to 3 years, he went on this like Terry Fox run.
Yeah, Terry Fox run arc.
Yeah, and literally, I think that's what they were referencing, Terry Fox.
Yeah, throughout the whole film, you kept saying, "Oh, this is definitely like Terry Fox." I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It seemed like that to
I
run.
really disagree with you. I was like, maybe, I don't know.
Run across the country.
But wouldn't it be poking fun at Terry Fox, considering that he said, "I'm just doing it for no reason," and the core reason as to why Terry Fox was doing it is because of cancer? I think that'd be pretty ballsy.
Oh. Well,
I don't know the
see
timeline.
it as a joke. Well, I mean, I guess if you look at it that way, I only if you have to look at it that way. Because I don't know, I didn't see it as that. I thought it was like a subtle reference.
Yeah.
You don't see much Terry Fox and much of that stuff in media like that.
Oh, let me post on Instagram. Let me post on the Insta.
But yeah, he went on this whole running thing for like 2 years. And can you believe that within that 2 years, Ginny was out here cutting up the newspapers and documenting his whole 2-year run journey in a book? Like, I can't believe this. And if that wasn't even more absurd, because you would think that because she's doing all this that, you know, she's gonna be with him, but it's like, no, she only really she only went back to Forrest because, you know, everybody kind of, well, yeah, she lived a terrible life. The men did terrible things, and she had terrible boyfriends and relationships, and DeForest was the only person that would take her, and she knew that. And even the show makes you remember that, hey, she's not a good person, but it's like, oh my gosh. And then, can you believe this? She had a kid. She had a kid, and it was Forrest's kid.
Yeah.
The whole time he had no idea. So when she left, the whole like 2 year prior when she left, and yeah, they did that stuff. So
yeah, they actually did it.
She left.
Was it consensual? Would you consider what happened with Forrest consensual? Considering she didn't really use him. Well, she used him for his seed, but like, what would that be considered?
The whole entire movie, she just used Forrest.
Yeah.
She just used him. That's all I can say. That's the perfect word to describe what she did. All she did was used Forrest.
She did.
Like she leaves him, and then knows that she's pregnant after doing that too. So she still has the baby and everything like that, and doesn't even bother to tell Forrest. In fact, she sent a letter. The way that they even meet up for him to even find out what happens is that, didn't she send him like a letter, and telling him where to go, and where to meet up, saying that she has something to tell him. It was just a really terrible way to just tell somebody, hey, we had a kid. You know, it's just, I mean, it's already terrible that she already did that and then leaves and didn't even tell Forrest that. And no, this, and then you would think that all of this would take the cake for what she's been doing. But no, it gets even worse. it gets even worse. So after finding out that, after Forrest finds out that he has a kid, because he eventually gets to the present day of his life. So in the present time, that's what he's doing. He's on the road to find
This music's getting nauseating. Let's get the hell off of this screen. Oh my god.
But so in doing that, after finding out that he has a kid that's like not even like a baby, mind you, or anything like that, he's like a toddler. So he has like some height on him. The kid, I mean, he seems nice and all. The child, very, very adorable. But yeah, after finding out that Forrest has a kid and everything like that, then he finds out that Ginny has AIDS.
Oh yeah, she has AIDS. She had these. Forrest, I got some disease. What? How did she? She didn't straight up say. Did she say AIDS?
She didn't say.
I got AIDS.
Yeah.
Did she say it like that?
It was...
Forrest, I got AIDS.
I think she started off saying it was like some type of disease.
I got a disease. It hurts my downstairs area when I pee. Is that all? Yes. Knowing her, that's how she would say it.
Probably.
That's exactly how she would like treat him. She's like a moron.
She even moved into his house. His family's house.
I mean, he said it himself. People come and go every day. There's somebody new every morning.
I know, but still.
He says it.
It's just the fact that she even did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he finds out that she has that, and she ends up passing.
Passing on.
Yeah, she ends.
Was it on a Tuesday? Because his mom was on a Tuesday. His mom died too.
It was, yeah. His
remember
mom...
the nasty part where the mom screwed the teacher to get in, so he can get into school?
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, your mama really wants to go to school, son." I was like, "You're a disgusting old man. That's a child." And then Forrest just decided to like mimic the sounds that he heard. He's like, and then he walked away.
Ew.
That was disgusting. I
don't remember that, and now I have to remember that.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, that is gross. Oh my god, look what you did to me. Like, I'm here trying to jump onto the thing, and that's what you're doing to me.
I just felt like being a little menace.
And can you believe that through all of that, Forrest still loves her?
He still loves Jenny. Like, he is. Would you be cool? Is he in the down bad category?
I wouldn't even say down bad, because the movie doesn't even try to make him like have like there is no other woman. Like, I would like to say, oh well, no, he could have been with that bar, the woman at the bar.
Ew, the ones that smell like cigarettes.
No, not them, but somebody at the bar.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's just like,
he's like, she tasted like cigarettes.
No other woman other than those two nasty women, and I can't say the word of what they are, but that
they're a nasty woman of the night. That's how you should say it for proper.
What's the title of that?
Nasty women of the night. It gets to the point. That's what they are. You know what they are.
Women of the night.
Nasty women of the night. They're nasty norks.
I'm not even gonna.
Let's call them nasty norks.
What's that? Because that just sounds even more bad.
Oh yeah, look at that nasty nork over there.
So other than those two nasty women,
Norks.
which I think it was just the one actually. Yeah, there is no other woman
for Forrest
that comes on to Forrest like at all. So yeah, the movie just makes it seem like there is just only Jenny. It's like, we know, like the audience watching it, it's like we know that there's more than just Jenny, but it's like nobody's really coming to Forrest, so it's like I can't even blame him for still loving Jenny, because nobody is really loving him.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have and his friends are all kind of like him.
Yeah.
So it's not even like he has like a friend.
Bubba Gump. You forgot. How do you forget Bubba?
Well, I didn't forget Bubba. I just didn't get to him.
Oh.
But
Sorry, his name is not Bubba Gump. His name is Bubba. What was his last name?
Bubba
Silverstein.
I don't actually know. I just know that his first name is Bubba.
Bubba Sil, who's green? I don't know. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I hear him saying "help me." Hold on. Somebody saying "help me."
What if it was me?
I heard someone saying "help." See? I think it's up here. No, it's not up here. Who's saying "help me"? They're saying "help." Is somewhere over here? Oh, so I get chomped up now. Oh, maybe it's up there. Oh, I think with the swing to it. No, it's not up there. But they're over here. Oh. Yeah, you can come. Alright.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you were talking. I know. You're talking about the highlights of.
But yeah, he all and like all of the friends that he kind of makes are kind of like him.
I guess so.
So it's there isn't any outside person that's even like Jenny, even as like a male friend. Well, other than the actually no, I take that back. The general guy became his friend.
Yeah, the general guy.
But that was
the one
that
who
was
destined
like a
to
love.
die.
That was like a love-hate relationship. It's like he kind of forced himself to just kind of
Like
accept Forrest. It wasn't, hey, I think we should be like friends, like how Ginny was. Like there was nobody that approached him like how Ginny approached him. So I can see why he still loves Ginny in everything, because throughout his whole entire life, not one. Which is kind of sad.
It is sad.
Because it's just like, really? I wish that there was, another woman that wasn't Ginny. Because Forrest needs a nice, somebody nice. I wanted him to have like that happy, that happy
Fairytale
story.
ending.
Yeah, but that kind of didn't happen. It was kind of like bittersweet. Because it's just like,
Oh my god.
It's like now that Ginny's gone, it's like, oh, Ginny's gone. It's like the audience is, kind of happy. Because like, now this terrible person's gone. Because she'll probably just end up leaving Gump again. Because that's her, again, that is like her calling card.
Yep.
That's like what she does. She hangs around with Forrest. And then, then she ends up leaving. And it's not even like she ends up leaving because, she, he did something bad or they had like a fight or something. It's like, no, she just really just ends up leaving for no reason.
I like your usage of the term calling card. I think that got to the point. I understood exactly what you meant. Ah, dude, don't kill me. Come on.
I can't get you down there.
Wow.
What? It was a joke. But yes. But yeah, so she just kind of leaves on her own accord. And then she just like comes back after like doing terrible things, like when like she was on
coke. Didn't she like drugs?
She was on coke before. She did drugs. She was one of those types of women.
Nasty woman of the night.
And Gump one time saw her when he was what was it, when he was out of the military?
Yeah, and then she's like making out with some guy in the car.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh, get off of her." And then she was like, "Oh, well, people try to touch me all the time. It's no big deal." I'm like, that is not good to say.
She just says like all these terrible things, and she tries to play it off like they're good, but it's like they're not. And she even makes faces and expressions and gestures that say otherwise.
We're talking about Jenny like we know her.
I know.
Like, oh, that Jenny, she's so annoying.
We don't. It's in the movie. But these are things that she does in the movie, so they're evidence.
Yeah.
What's this?
Perform your crush attack to move. That. You're telling us how to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Ah. Come over here after that. Just come over here.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we were shit talking Jenny.
Yeah.
Let's shit talk Jenny today.
then she even they even looked like where there was a time where she was like a hippie.
Yeah, she jumped
Which
on that.
isn't-
She jumped on that bandwagon.
Which isn't like bad to be a
No,
hippie. It's
but
like,
she's-
if you want to be that, be that. But
She's a
it's-
fake. She's a poser.
Yeah, she just kind of jumped on whatever was trending at the time.
And we can't say anything about hippies. Remember our hippie experience the other week?
Other week.
Yeah, remember we went to Hippie Central?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we surprisingly, not to dox ourselves, we went to a Hippie Central in our area.
That was kind of that was an interesting.
Everybody was enamored. Everybody was having a good time. There was no creeps. It was actually a good time. Everybody was on
That
something.
we know of.
Yeah, everyone was on something. But yeah, it was a good time. And
But-
yeah.
But yeah, back to Jenny and her
Oh,
terrible
yeah.
life.
Shit talk Jenny.
But yeah, so she just jumps on whatever whatever's like popping at the time,
Yeah.
and then
She a
kind of
poser. Jenny's a poser.
just leaves Gump. And then I can't believe this. So Gump got this medal for what he did in the war. And can you believe that he gave that medal? That really it's like some higher up medal, but he gave that medal to Jenny.
Yeah.
I can't. At the time when he did that, I was like, "What? Why would you give that to Jenny? Not your mother, but Jenny."
Hold on a second. I just don't know. Continue talking about Jenny.
Oh, but
Yeah, he didn't give it to his mother. He gave it to Jenny of all people.
It was the most shockingest thing I've ever seen. And then I mean he eventually gets the medal back because she gives it back. I mean,
Because she knows she wasn't worthy of it.
She gave it back, the Jenny style. I think it was through a letter.
Yeah.
Yep, and she just kind of gave it back.
Mm.
But it's like, I'm just here being like, oh, thank God he got it back. Like, don't give that to her. She doesn't deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
No, from all the things that she's done to you, Gump, she does not deserve that.
No.
And so I'm glad that he got it back. But just the fact that he gave that to her.
She was unworthy of it.
I really thought she was going to sell it for money. Because, like, she was crazy for drugs.
She was. She was an absolute. She was on everything. Who knows what kind of drugs?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, the movie did not put her in a very good light. But I did like her hair though.
Yeah.
She kind of had this like
She-
hairstyle like a Princess Diana.
She kind of did. Maybe that's what they were going for, because there was a lot of references in that film, like to so many things.
Yeah, I didn't even catch all of them.
Like, my goodness.
But yeah, so it's bittersweet because she passed, and it's like, and the only thing she left is a kid for Gump. It's like, ugh. I mean, I guess Gump has something now because it's like the show isn't really kind to him either, because it's just like throughout his whole entire life he had the friend, which was Jenny, but it's like she turned out to not to be like a good friend in the end, and then later on he joins the military, and then he gets this he makes a best friend, and his name was Bubba.
Bubba Gump in the military.
His name was not Bubba Gump.
Oh yeah. I keep calling him that. It's a force of habit to call him Bubba Gump. Because it rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No.
Bubba Gump. I don't know what his last name was, but it's just.
Well, I don't think it was Gump.
Can for the story's sake, his name be Bubba Gump today?
No, because then that would imply that was his brother or cousin.
Oh, true. So he was black. So that was.
To say it like that.
Well, he was. He wasn't just black. He was black. Like, you have to put a capital B every time you saw him on screen.
But
And we can say that. We're allowed to say that.
But Bubba was you know what, he was just like Gump. The only difference was that he was just a different skin color, and but we don't know if he had like, you know, if there was like a girl like Jenny in his life like there was with Gump. But as it stands, he was just like Gump, and they became best friends in the military. And then he told him about cuz Bubba has this
shrimping business.
Yeah.
He loves shrimp. Oh, get your
Yeah,
shoulder.
oh yeah.
He love that shrimp. He know how to make shrimp bread, shrimp, cornbread,
everything,
shrimp rice,
everything,
corn,
shrimp,
corn and rice, rice and corn. He knows how to make rice without a horn.
What?
Yeah.
Rice without a horn?
He know how to make shrimp and the goats. I don't know.
Shrimp and go.
Shrimp on the go. If he was here, he'd probably have like some kind of. Imagine if Bubba was alive and he had like an Uber service.
Oh my gosh, Bubba's Uber service.
Bubba's Uber service. That's so plain. You're more clever than that.
Boo for me is
Boober.
Boober.
Yeah, like Bubba Gump Uber. Boober. Come on. If we can make something like Pooh sound normal in Winnie the Pooh, we should be able to make something called Boob, and it's like, oh, okay, that's normal.
Well, I think it's an actual name.
It's so funny. The one time I've ever heard someone acknowledge Winnie's name, like being weird, was that one character when you were watching that episode. You were watching an episode of Winnie the Pooh, and a character was like, a Winnie named Pooh. I was like, whoa, yeah, someone is actually saying something. Yeah, his name is weird. And that was the first time I ever heard someone acknowledge how weird his name was. And it was like a throwaway character, right? He wasn't even like a main character person. He never had merch.
He wasn't.
There was never any merch of that character.
I remember that episode. That was that one with the monkey, and he was the modern day toy.
Yeah.
Yep, and he was calling all the Winnie the Pooh characters the pretty much retro.
Yeah.
And old, vintage, obsolete.
Absolute. You mean obsolete, my darling.
Oh, was that how it is?
Yeah, with an O. Obsolete.
Oh.
Yes. It's okay.
I was saying it the other way the whole entire time.
It's okay.
It's like how I say bagel.
You say bagel the funny way.
I don't.
That was nice. That was a good sequence of events just now. No. I'm a leader.
Right, Bubba, look how we're getting distracted by the game.
You killed me.
I did?
Yeah, that you said that thing, and now you're punching me. No, I'm punching you.
You feel good about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why does Rayman have to do that?
He took that from Crash. In this game, Crash is more crazier. In Rayman 3, he barely talked. He'd just be like, ugh, 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 ugh. I'm not kidding. You're looking at me weird. That's what he does. If we play the sound effects of Rayman, then he's like, ooh. That's how he sounds. Anybody who's played Rayman knows. In Rayman 3, that's all he does. And he says, what's the line he says? He doesn't say much. In this game, he's more crazier.
Wait, you mean Crash the?
I'm talking about Rayman in Rayman 3.
But you said Crash.
Yeah, well, he's crazy like Crash.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. In this game, he's more crazier like Crash. And it made no sense because in the other game before this, he was more calmer. He's more like just a cool dude. In this game, he's more like a wacky guy like Crash Bandicoot. Not that I'm complaining. I don't mind.
I mean, you seem like you're complaining to me.
I am having a comment. But one thing I do like about this game, though, is that it feels like a show that would be on YTV. Doesn't it? Like, YTV was known to have these, like,
maybe Teletoon?
Flash. Yeah, Teletoon. Yes. This Rayman Legend, or Origins.
Yeah, I can see that. Like how Spider Riders was on Teletoon.
Yeah. If they ever did make a Rayman show, they have to have or a movie. They have to have gorillas do the soundtrack. Like their music would fit perfectly with Rayman's wacky universe, because their music is already otherworldly and weird. And I feel like and experimental. If they were to just be given a theme like jungle, like Rayman, like Fairytale Jungle, I think gorillas would be able to be the people to pull it off. That'd be a really good. A match made in heaven. A Rayman show with gorillas as the musical production. Oh, that is. I want to dream. I'm gonna dream about that tonight. I want to find a way to dream about that tonight. A Rayman movie. See, this is where AI can come in handy. I'm not for AI. I'm not gonna go ahead and say that. I'm not.
Well, seeing
But-
how you're saying that can come in handy, I
Damn.
think you are with AI.
It's a dangerous time. You can't just say that nowadays. I'm not for AI. I'm not.
Well, I would say that you are, but
No, don't accuse me online.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just using your words that you're saying against you.
I'm saying, if I'm never gonna, I have not taken the plunge on AI. I have not done anything AI related. I've never even touched any of this ChatGPT. Nothing. I have not used any of it. I don't even use text to speech shit because it just seems fucking weird. But okay, but my point is,
Such an oldie.
my point is, things like that could possibly be could be done with AI. It's like, oh, what would Rayman be like if they were directed by
Oh my god.
whoever you want, whatever director you want, and it would find out whatever that director is and know their style and then replicate that. But I'm not gonna do that. And even with music, like I wonder if AI could do hey, make a song if it was the main theme of a Rayman film, but it was directed by Damon Albarn or composed by Damon Albarn, and it would do it. Because you're really just laying into me. Yeah, they should do that. Not they should do that. I'm just trying to focus. It's hard to talk and play.
I know.
Someone
I've
should
been
do
talking
that.
about the movie and sucking.
And Jaina, Jenny.
But
I'm
no.
calling her Jaina.
But back to Forrest Gump and making a friend named Bubba
Yeah, in the war.
and him liking shrimp. But yeah, so he had this whole like idea, and he wanted to go in business with Forrest after the war and everything. And it was something related to shrimp. Yeah, he wanted to have like some shrimping business because he knows a lot about shrimp, and Forrest is like, I guess he thinks that Forrest is pretty capable, and that's his friend.
Yeah, they're really close friends in the army, of course. In the army, you're lucky if you find a friend. I should know. I was there. Okay, I wasn't there. You caught me.
That was funny. But so that was their plan to do that after the war. But Bubba passed in the war.
Don't make his death sound funny.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm still laughing at what you said. To be in the war in the army, in the military. You?
Okay, fine. I wasn't there. I'm not gonna do stolen valor. You know that's the thing.
What is that?
Stolen valor. You've never heard of the stolen valor videos online?
What's a stolen valor?
That's
Is that
when
like a game?
that's when somebody puts on military clothing who hasn't done shit.
Oh, so just a fake.
Yeah, just to get like discounts. There are videos of that online.
You can do that?
Yes,
But don't they check you to know if you actually were in the military?
Sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes just wearing the costume alone will do it. Like there's been videos online of people confronting them, being like, "Hey, where were you stationed? Where were you stationed? Hey, man, where were you stationed?" And the guy would be like some skinny ass white dude. He'd be like, "Oh, I was at 24, dude. I was at 24, 25 and 24. Colonel Marshall, Sergeant." And they'd be like, I don't think that's real. It would be like some big fat white guy too, attacking a little white guy for no reason. I mean, well, for a reason, but it's like, it's just like, dude, just who cares? You see it happen, take a picture, and be like, "Hey, that was like, look at this idiot," and then move on. I don't see the point in going up to this guy and be, "What if you're wrong? What if you're actually wrong?" And you go up to this person and they're like, "Yeah, I am real. I was stationed at 2020 quadrant." Am I?
What if that actually was something real?
Yeah. Who knows what could happen? The gun could come out and it could do some shooting. Yeah, the gun can come out. What?
I don't think you're allowed to carry a firearm.
If you're an ex-military person, look, it's our Mesquites. Get on them. Okay, continue about Forrest Gump because there's so much other stuff we did. We skipped a week. We're catching up. We're catching everybody up this week. We did a lot. We watched a lot of movies. We watched.
Yeah, but
we
after so Bubba didn't make it in the war. He passed. So
Yeah, he passed.
Gump ended up doing his
Shrimping business.
Yeah, what they planned to do, he still went ahead with it, and his partner was the general guy. So the general guy was the general that was in charge of their squad in the war. But then what happened was that he ended up surviving when he wanted to go down with the dead men because he just thought that he messed up because weren't they ambushed or something?
Yeah, they're ambushed. It caught them completely off guard. I've seen the movie before and it caught me off guard the second time. It caught you off guard, dude.
Yeah. It was so he felt like he failed, so he wanted to die in the along everybody else on the battlefield. But Gump saved him, and he was actually really upset and angry at Gump at the time. But Gump
because his legs are blown to bits. Why would you want to stay alive? I would have wanted to die.
Yeah, I almost forgot that.
Losing your legs is man. I kill me.
He lost
I'll
his
let you sign
legs
the
all the
papers.
way up to his shins.
I'm gonna put that in my will. If legs be blown to smithereens, you will cut the cord clean of my dying spleen. And that's gonna be what it says, and you're gonna sign that.
I'm not gonna sign that. But he's been mad at Forrest for like a while. But then Forrest tells him about, first of all, Forrest doesn't even know that he's low-key kind of angry at him.
Yeah.
So the Forrest just thinks, oh hey, I saved his life, and he's just kind of crabby right now, but I saved his life.
Yeah.
So that's how Forrest kind of sees it, and he tells him about the shrimping business and
The shrampin'.
and
Can you say it that way once, please? Can you say shrampin' business?
Shrimp business.
I like that. Now continue.
But so he ends up telling Gump ends up telling him about what he plans to do with the with his plan, and then he tries to recruit the general at first, but the general's like no. So that kind of ends it there.
Yeah.
But then he eventually.
He's like, what did he say?
I can't remember exactly what he said.
He
But
made some kind of claim that I'd rather be blah blah blah, if whatever.
Yeah, because he was still down his luck about being alive because he doesn't have his legs up to his like ankles.
And he's friends with prostitutes, so like that is terrible. That's the biggest blue ball I've ever heard of. You have no legs. They're just friends with you. There is no ever way he can be anything more than friends. Those are the only two women that'll ever talk to him. That's so sad.
And they're so quick to call him nasty.
I know, like it didn't take much. It just took them calling him stupid. It took them calling Gump stupid. Just don't call him stupid. He's not stupid. And then they're like, "Ugh, get away from me, you freak." I was like, "Ugh."
It's like that's all it took.
Who's more freakier here? You, the woman who would rather do somebody who has no legs, or the legless freak? I shouldn't say that. I meant like in the context of the story. I would not talk that way about someone in real life. Why are you laughing at the way I'm saying it? I'm trying to be somber and serious because we're playing Rayman Origins. And we're talking about stuff like this. So I'm just trying to
His limbs
put a blanket
are
over it.
floating.
I'm not even gonna touch this. Moving on to something
Rayman
else.
doesn't even have a neck. He just has a head.
Yep. What do you think Rayman's origin is? Because I know what it is, but as someone who doesn't know anything about him, and who you've seen...
Honestly, I feel like it was probably horror to give birth to Rayman, because it's just like, first what comes out is the head, and then it's like, I would be screaming, be like, ah!
So you...
And then his torso
Oh my god!
And then it just starts to then connect to the head.
That's disgusting.
And then she then starts to just push out every
She.
other body part, because it wouldn't be a guy. It would be a man.
It wouldn't be
It
a guy,
would
it would
be-
be a man. Yeah.
I mean,
Total difference.
it would be a woman, and she would just be popping out the part that the nurses would just be screaming because he has no neck and there's some limbs that are missing, and on top of that, the limbs are just going to his head.
Bear in mind, I asked her what Rayman's origin is. I didn't say how he was birthed or how he came into this world. I just
origin.
asked.
That's not an origin. That sounds terrible.
That is
I'm gonna put this to bed right now. Listen, I'm putting this to bed right now.
To be in the thing, and then at the end, that's the baby, and then they give the torso with the floating body parts to the mother, and she's probably still screaming too, and be like, ah,
I know. Oh my god.
It's just like, no. And
Listen to
everybody
him.
is screaming.
Listen to him on the screen. Listen to the person on the screen. Stop the silliness. Let's get out of here. I don't want to hear. I'm gonna put this to bed right now. That's not how he was born. He was not born. He was created. He apparently was created. Oh my god, that's just a terrible imagery. And you know I have good imagination, and you're taking advantage of my good imagination.
I wasn't trying to. I was describing his birth
Oh,
and how messed up and that would be.
God, horrific, absolutely horrific.
It would be horrific. And
To give birth
everybody.
to Rayman, yeah, like, no one wants to think about that. But no, that's not how he was created. Okay, now add some elements of fairy taleism to it. He was created as like as a hero. He was supposed to be the hero of this world, and he was dreamt of. He was dreamed of. The guy who you saw blowing the bubbles in the beginning of the game created him. He dreamed of him.
Oh.
Rayman is a dream. But
So really, he's not real.
well, in this world he is. He was started out as a dream.
Well, what about my character? How is he born?
Everybody is in this world created by a dream. But Rayman specifically was meant to be a hero. He was meant to save the world. That's his purpose.
Like Avatar?
Well, there's no other Rayman. It's just been him. Like, there is no, no, I guess the heroic sense, but not in the...
You know, I still like my birthing origin of him.
That was awful. I did not like hearing that one. Oof.
Yeah, you're gonna get left behind.
I'm actually... Ooh! Don't worry. This is why we're playing. I want you to play your best. Don't wait for
I
me.
love how we just kind of forgot about Forrest Gump.
It's okay. Oh my god, we're just getting killed.
But yeah, long story short, after doing the boat stuff with the general, they get like a really big deal with Apple.
Yeah,
And
Apple,
then-
like actual Apple, like...
Yeah, and then from there they didn't have to work or anything because they were getting money from Apple. So Forrest is rich.
Yeah, Forrest...
Oh
ended
yeah,
up-
that's probably also why Ginny stayed, because Forrest is now rich.
Yeah, he secured the bag, as they say.
Yeah. So see, look, still terrible.
You're still terrible at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, girls like her exist. They're oh my god, they'll keep the nice guy around, and just in case he blows up, then they'll be like, oh, here's my piece. I think the director wanted to really hone into that. Probably happened to him.
Oh my god. A poor director.
I know. Don't worry, buddy. Jenny, the Jenny in your life, she'll get her comeuppance. She'll get visited by this fairy and she'll get turned to dust.
What are these fairy designs?
Hey, they thought it worked. Oh, and she gave us the ability to fly. In the original game, fairies always gave you powers. But they were never that round.
Oh, yeah.
It was more like a floating body girl. And then the other one was like a skin-tight suit woman. You know, Rayman has kind of always been a little horny. All the games. There's always been a woman that gives you strength. And she gives you things to give you power.
Oh, it'll be gross.
Rayman was the original feminist game. I'm gonna say it. Would you call Jenny from Forrest Gump a feminist icon?
I mean, I wouldn't really call her an icon. Like, at all. So, maybe not.
I want to see D from. I want to see D from. I want to see D from Always Sunny beat up Jenny from Forrest Gump. I want her to like be transported to like our time, and I want D to catch ear. I want D Reynolds to catch ear of what happened to Forrest, and she's like, that stupid bitch, where is she? And she runs up to Jenny from Forrest Gump and beats her up.
I can see the like her beating her up, but only because I could see I can see one of the guys liking Jenny.
Dude, she's that bitch. That's what Charlie would be like. Charlie would be like that. Dude, that's that bitch that beat up Forrest Gump, or that used Forrest Gump. And then Dennis would be like, don't be ridiculous.
No, I can see Charlie falling in love with her because he kind of
he likes mean women
and disgusting women.
I think what she did to Forrest was honestly pretty good. I relate to that.
Because he likes the waitress, and she did it with Frank.
Waitress is a nasty woman.
I know.
The character, the waitress, not the actress that plays her. Yeah, the waitress is a nasty woman, a nasty piece of nasty woman. I want her skinned.
Oh my god.
I want the waitress from Always Sunny skinned alive, and put on a steak with some potatoes. The character, not the actress. She's awful. We just kicked their asses. You're like a little boss and you're just like, shut up! It's always so embarrassing when you miss the punch. It's like real life. You're like, oh, it's like seeing a fight video of like an old guy who's drunk.
Well, I just need a little practice.
And then he misses the punch and after he falls over and then you hear the guy behind the camera just laugh. And you know it's just a rehearsed laugh because they know they're going to go viral. They go like, and then they caption the video, what's with that guy's laugh though? Crying face emoji. I hate the internet now.
Yeah. But they get bought up by Apple and they end up becoming rich.
Yeah,
so,
rich like a bitch.
So yeah, Forrest ends up giving Bubba's half to his family, the remaining surviving family.
Yeah.
He ends up giving their half and gave his mother Bubba's mother a heart attack.
Yeah.
Pretty much. After she opened up the envelope, she
was like, ooh lordy,
and then just passed out.
That's her character. She's black woman character from the South. Ooh lordy, cornbread, collard greens. That's her character. I think they say is it right to call her a mammy?
A mammy?
Yeah. A mammy is like that, pretty much that. Like the woman from remember those old Looney Tunes cartoons, those racist ones, where it showed like the black woman. Oh, Tom and Jerry cartoons where it showed the black woman with the big feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mammy. It was like a stereotype, a black stereotype back in the day.
Oh. I've
Ooh, Lordy.
seen that a lot around. That was a stereotype?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was a funny stereotype. See, we can't relate to this shit because we're Canadian. So it's so funny. It's just funny to me. Like when I see those blackface things, it's just like, dude, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like this is you guys use animation resources to do this shit. It'll be like a black person with big ass lips smoking a cigarette while some music's playing in the background. Then he'll start singing about slavery or something.
Aren't you amazed that I actually did that okay?
I'm surprised you did good.
You showed
It's
us.
so dumb. Racism is dumb. Remember the insert that picture of Justin Bieber wearing that shirt that says "Racism is evil."
He did that?
Yeah, he did. He wore like an entire jumpsuit that said "Racism is evil." This is so funny. It's like, we get it, dude. You're one of the good guys. We get it.
It's like I don't even really pay attention to him. And this is why.
Remember when he made that sucky song on purpose? He was like, "Yeah, this is meant to be bad."
You mean that pizza song?
Yeah. Yeah, this is meant to be bad. I don't care. Like,
And it turns out it was like some message. It's like, but this
yeah.
was bad. So it's like, why would I care what this message is? Like, even if the message is a message I should care about, it's like, but the song is bad. So it's like, I'm not going to listen to something that sounds like trash if there's a message behind it. This isn't a show.
Yeah. Wasn't Justin Bieber a guest star in that Quiet on Set thing? I say guest star, like he's like a...
Was he? I never actually watched it. The only thing I know about is what happened to Drake Bell.
Yeah, Drake Bell is a good example on why you should set boundaries in life. You need to let people know straight up what you're all about, and don't rely on feelings.
I didn't know that he's apparently a singer, and
Drake Bell?
and his audience is mainly
In Mexico, you told me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is in Mexico.
Yeah.
So a lot of his songs, he does a Spanish or a cover over it.
Mexico is known for having like weird, iconic characters as like their mascots. Like I hear that trucks will have Goku on them, like ice cream trucks, or trucks with like food trucks will have Goku or very famous characters from anime just on them.
Which is really odd because, you know, the Mexican versions of the anime aren't even the real versions of the anime that it is.
You watch them.
It would be changed.
You have a weird obsession.
Me?
Yeah, you have a weird obsession. You listen. You have on your iPod. I'm gonna expose you a little. You have on your iPod intros to music from television shows, iconic television shows, which isn't bad. That's pretty cool. I like that about you. But you do something so weird that I did when I was a kid, but with DVDs, where you'll have different languages of the intros.
Oh yeah, I do that.
I used to do that when I was young with DVDs that I really liked. Like, for example, Fat Albert was something I watched a lot as a kid. And we had it on DVD. Shark Tale as well. Shrek 2 and a bunch of other stuff. And because that's all we had to watch, I sometimes would change it to a different language and just hear the funny things that are said in that, like a line delivery. Like if something was said funny in English, I would watch it in a different language just to see how the line delivery would be. Like whether it's like a funny scream or a character saying something funny that like then react. Like I always did that. So it's funny how you do that, but with music. Like you have Street Sharks, but like in like what? In 2 different languages?
Yeah, I have it in Latin.
Street Sharks! Street Sharks! Oh my god. I always like the last part where he's like, Street Sharks! That singer, didn't he do Power Rangers?
Maybe, I don't know.
I always loved that kind of singing back in the day. That like really loud, like high-pitched rock. Like the Power Rangers intro, Street Sharks intro, TMNT intro, 2003. That's forever. That will be my TMNT. and
I
the
think
movie.
that's usually. I think that's like for everybody. Most people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, the Paramount TMNT with the new little boys are good. They're good. I think they're good. All right, what am I saying? Oh, can you do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? Oh, she can't do it. She cannot do it. Come on.
You should have.
I'll help you. Either way, we have to do this. I was just trying to watch you. Oh, that was cute though. Can I do it? I couldn't do it either. Hey, karma. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
But that was Forrest Gump. He ended up getting rich, and he now lives with his kid.
Considering what Jenny did to him, like when she like forced him to have a kid with her, would you call him Forrest Pump? Because she pumped all of the juice out of him.
I mean, it's like I feel pity for him because it's like I can't even say that she did. Like it was obviously
Acknowledge
wrong.
what I said.
No, we're not gonna call him that.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, she did do what she did was wrong, but it's like at the same time, his mom also passed, and it's like, so he literally has nobody.
No.
And like I said, the movie makes it very apparent that it's like nobody else is there for Gump.
Nope.
It's like yeah. So.
I was there for him though. We, the viewer, were there for him.
I mean, maybe it was a good thing that he has a kid, because like, it's not like it was gonna happen with anybody else.
So you weren't there for him when you were watching. Okay.
I mean, I was there for the movie.
Okay.
For the experience.
All right. So you don't like Forrest Gump?
I do like Forrest Gump. But I like it, but I don't put it over. What about Bob?
What About Bob was a classic. That is one of the first live action films I saw as a child, and I'm like, oh, live action films can be actually like cartoons, because that is literally the plot of a cartoon. The psychiatrist and the patient who can't seem to want to get away from them because they're so helpful. Like, that's a cartoon. That's like a Pink Panther plot.
I liked Pink Panther.
I did too. It's funny, you got into Pink Panther the proper way. You watched the old cartoons. I played the games, the point and click games, like Reader Rabbit type games. It was called Pink Panther Passport to Peril. It was about Pink Panther pretty much babysitting these the ambassadors of other countries, their children. And they were going to like some super summer camp because they're rich, because they're the ambassadors' children of every country, and Pink Panther's job is to keep them happy at summer camp. And it's a good game. Honestly, it's a very, very good game. It's just as good as the humongous entertainment games like Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, Putt Putt. You never played those games because you were too rich. You didn't have games that were in cereal boxes.
No. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they were a thing. But yeah, you don't put it above Forrest Gump. You don't put it above What About Bob. That's fair. What About Bob is, I would say, I put that above Forrest Gump too.
Yeah. What about Bob? That was like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Forrest Gump is like a 6.
Ooh. Critic over here.
Yeah.
Okay. We also watched another Bill Murray classic.
What was that?
The actor who plays What About Bob. His name is Bill Murray.
Oh, you mean the one that C one?
Yeah, Steve Zissou. Wes Anderson film. Yeah, me and AJ, we watched Steve Zissou, the Wes Anderson film. I forgot the full name. I think it's called like The Voyage.
That film wasn't bad, but I felt like out of all of his films that I've seen, I don't know, that one was kind of lacking. I can't even really remember.
You killed me.
Oops.
Don't
I'm not
apologize.
gonna save you.
Oh, you ass.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah. Be an ass. Makes it more fun.
But
Yeah, you thought it was one of his weaker
yeah.
films. Because so far you've seen The Grand Budapest Hotel. You first saw Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah. We saw Asteroid City last year at an actual old theater. We found an old-timey theater in our city. And it was like, it looked like an actual place that you can get like popcorn intermission type shit. Like, they even had the popcorn with the, did they have the popcorn with the red and white stripes? Did they have those?
I couldn't eat the popcorn, so I only had the hot dog at the
Yes,
time.
you got your braces off. Congratulations.
But now I can eat the popcorn.
AJ got her braces off, and she's looking as great as ever. I like your height, man.
You are.
Yeah, so this is a new chapter in your life. Braceless.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just died.
Oh, can I get back on the train? Can I get back on the train? Yes, I can. I can. I got back on that train.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve Zissou, the Wes Anderson film. It was. How do you think of Steve Zissou as a character? I thought he was a piece of shit, and I liked it.
I can't remember that one.
Really? It's funny because we saw that film more recently than we saw Forrest Gump, and you remember Forrest Gump more.
I do.
It left more of an impression on you. That's fair. Steve Zissou was more of just an asshole, and then there was that black guy that kept singing every time. And you kept saying, "Whoa, why does he keep singing?" You're very annoyed by that singer. Every time.
Right, yeah, because they didn't actually have like music like that. I mean, they did like sometimes, but it was mainly like that singer guy,
yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, this is like really annoying.
Steve Zissou.
Yeah, I do remember that part. Like, I remember bits and pieces of the movie, but I don't really remember the plot and stuff. But yeah, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was I think it was one of his low movies.
Why am I following you to our death? I'm so literally we're seeing if your friend jumped off a building, would you do it too? We just saw that in real life, and I would. I actually would. I'm scared to know that now about myself. I'm 28 and I would jump off. I'm about to be 28 next month. And I just knew that I'd jump off the building.
Well, I thought we were supposed to go there. I didn't know that was the bottom.
Oh my god. How do we end up coming home every time we go out?
Because we're good with directions?
We are good with directions. We navigated Hippie Town pretty well.
Oh. We did for our first time being there.
Yeah. That's what we're calling it. We went to Hippie Town, and we how can I say this? We went to a Mario shop, and we had some of the poison mushrooms. Not the poison mushroom, but we had one of the we had a mushroom that made us big, and then we went to a park and we swang for like 30 minutes.
Really? It felt like hours. That was fun.
That was fun. We tried Mario mushrooms for the first time, and we got big. Our hands got 2 times bigger, and so did the rest of our bodies.
We were like the Grinch.
Yeah.
Except, we weren't mean at first.
Yeah, and our heart didn't get too big, because I think that would probably kill us. Because that would probably make you have to need as much resources as a big heart would need. If you instantly got a big heart, you would instantly need to eat more and eat everything faster. And if you don't do that in like 6 seconds, you'll die. I think that's what would happen. If any of your body parts got bigger, I think if one of your body parts got bigger at any point, you would die, because it would your body is only meant for exactly the amount of whatever you have in you to be used. So if one thing got big out of nowhere, you die, sir. Ooh. Oh, let me get that. No. Oh, whatever.
Take some of it. Damn it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ow, I can't crawl?
We can crawl?
No, you can't. I think in the next game you can.
Oh.
Slow crawl. Slow crawl. Slow crawl. Ooh, ooh, woo, 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 woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I was thinking about it. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we're at the age now where people our age are going to name their children. It's not an original thought at all. Like I've seen this on like posts like years ago, but I'm just bringing it up because I thought about it. I'm like, we're in the age of people naming their children like Naruto and shit. Like we're here now. We're just old enough for that to be a thing. Ichigo Anderson, because no one in Japan's gonna do that. But it's like, that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
if they do, it's normal there because it's just yeah.
But most names in anime mean food and shit, so it's like they're just making fun. Like, isn't Piccolo just literally pickle?
I mean, some things are made fun, but it's like Sakura is a popular name.
It is true. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's not just in Naruto. People just say it's in Naruto, but it's an actual very common name.
But I mainly mean people up here naming their children like Naruto and shit. That's gonna.
Well, yeah. See that's why it's weird if they were to do it here. That's why it's normal there.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, outside it's weird.
Think of that conversation between the couple. Like, it's just like, come on, babe. I really love this character. Like, he made me who I am. My son needs to be able to live the legacy that Naruto did. And some stupid dumb broad would be like, yeah, I know, but I wanted to name him like Charles. Like, Charles is a good name. He'll get a good job. Babe, come on, babe, you don't understand. Shows his Naruto tattoo that he has on his butt crack. He really means a lot to me.
Why does it have to be on his book
I
crack?
don't know. Like, this is a stupid character I'm doing. Like, this is because it exists. People like this exist, and I know it. I know it. I'm accusing them.
But you also forget, baby, so you can change your name now.
That's true.
We're also in the age where you can change your name. So even if that was the kid's name, they'll see that it's dumb, and please, I hope to God we'll change it.
I hope so too.
I mean, I'm sorry, anime names are only fit for dogs or pets.
Dogs are pets. It's true though.
It's just weird when it's not. If outside of the country, it's weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think anime. I've never been into much anime. Okay, I'm gonna expose myself here. I'm not much into anime. The first anime I saw was Card Captors on Teletoon, and I liked it. It was not bad, but I didn't really know it was anime. I just thought this was just a different kind of cartoon. It's kind of like that was mainly why I watched it. I was like, oh, it's just a different kind of cartoon. Cool girl. But I don't know. It's just the community has ruined it for me. Like, the more I see anime when I was in school, like when I would be in public school, I'd see like a lot of people who like anime. They were not known as the interesting people. They would kind of just be like the lame-os, and they wouldn't. Anime fans did not make anime look cool. I feel like anime is cool. It is, and yeah, hats off to you if you like it. But like, Jesus, the community, or any community really, even Sonic community. The Sonic community is toxic, and I love Sonic, but I'm able to admit it because it's like you can't not admit it. Like, god damn, the Sonic community sucks. Well, when it comes to like anime too, it's like it's the same thing, but it's more celebrated, and I feel like it's more celebrated because these fans are pumping in so much money into it, and it's just.
Why don't you talk about your experience with Demon Slayer?
Okay, yes, Demon Slayer. Let's play. Do you wanna? You're eating right now. Do you wanna tap out for a bit to? Because I can play.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Demon Slayer. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, this is a rant. This is. AJ here is giving me permission to rant, so I'm gonna rant. Demon Slayer, season 1. We first watched Demon Slayer season 1, like last year, and I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. We got to the point where he was training. So Demon Slayer is about Tanjiro. What's his last name?
I forgot his name. I think it's Tanjiro something.
Okay, well, he's voiced by the guy who does Koichi from the English dub. We also watched the English dub. I'm gonna get to that though. I'm gonna get to that part. But anyways, we watched Demon Slayer in dub season 1, and I thought, oh, it's kind of like Inuyasha, because AJ here got me into Inuyasha later into my life. So I never watched it as a child. I watched it with AJ on an old CRT television, like how it's meant to be watched, and we had a great time that summer. We watched. I think we got to very far into Inuyasha, but the point is, it was giving me the same vibes that Inuyasha gave me that summer. So I'm like, okay, this is nice to watch something that gives me the same vibe as when we watched it when we watched Inuyasha. So I was like, okay, great. I like Tanjiro's will. I like his will to fight for his sister. It's a little weird, but this is coming from someone who's not much into anime. So what little sister and brother shit may be normal to you anime watchers, but to someone like me, it's a little strange. I cannot get over the Oni-chan shit. The Oni-chan shit. I cannot get over it. I don't like it. It turns me off from anime completely. But here, it's dancing on that line of weird, but you see his will for her as as this primary way of doing anything, and you're like, really, what else would he do? Honestly, his will to save his sister is what keeps him going. So yeah, of course he's gonna feel very close to her because she's the only thing he has left. So here it's dancing on the line, but it's not going over the top. It's a little weird when he calls her cute and stuff, like, oh, you're so cute, Nezuko. Oh, and seeing it in dub in dub was not. It was a little weird, but we'll get to that. But the show, it felt like I was watching Inuyasha again for like the first 3 episodes. And then we get introduced to probably the loudest characters I've ever heard in anything ever. We get introduced to the boar character. What's his name? What's the boar character?
Inosuke.
Inosuke. So we get introduced to Inosuke, who's essentially Muscle Man on steroids. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so Muscle Man from a regular show, but like on steroids in anime. And he goes over the top. We find out why. He's so over the top because he has such a pretty face because he looks like his mom. So he puts on this facade of being over the top because he doesn't want people to think that he's soft because of his cute little face. So there's a reason for his loudness, fine. But then we get introduced to another character, my least favorite character. I get upset talking about this character. Who's the yellow-haired loser?
I think his name is Zenitsu.
Zenitsu? I hate Zenitsu. I don't like Zenitsu at all. I want Zenitsu on fire.
I can't play like this.
I want Zenitsu on fire. I want to see the smoldering corpse afterwards.
Really? I would have thought that you hated Tengen, the guy that always talks about how he's a god. Because I am a god, that guy.
Tengen, the guy, isn't he one of the pillars?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he is... He's just a one-trick pony. I'm sorry, you're a one-trick pony. I've seen your character before. I've seen the macho guy character.
That's fair.
I
mean, he's not breaking. He's not really doing anything.
Yeah, he's not reinventing the douchebag wheel. Sorry. You gotta be more than a douchebag to get me interested in your character arc. Sorry. But yeah. He's inoffensive. He's just playing his part as the douchey character for the arc. But when you told me that Demon Slayer was created by a woman, everything made sense.
I think it's created by a woman.
Okay, let's not give false information here. Let's see. Demon Slayer creator. Koyaharu. In one transcript released from MadFest Demon Slayer panel in Australia, Koyahuko Teiguo was referred to as a she, leading many in the anime community to conclude that they are indeed a woman. However, Koyoharu often refers to themselves as they that. Fuck it. Okay, let's continue playing. That's not That's not important anymore.
Is it? What was it? A woman?
I don't know, but it's not a point anymore. But if you did say that, we'll I don't know if that's true. So scrub that out.
See, I don't even know if it's true.
Scrub it off. Scrub it off.
I don't know if it's actually a woman or not.
It's a very female centered.
It does seem that way though. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
It gives me like Titan vibes, but like not
Titans.
but not like as hardcore as Titans. Like to me,
Titans. We're talking about Titans, Teen Titans, like the live action. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, here. Like that Titans kind of forgets that hey, this is a live action thing
for nerds.
You know, like enough with this
fan service.
That like enough with that. But like when Demon Slayer does it, it's like it's there, but it doesn't take away from the story.
It's typical anime fan service.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Fire Force. I don't like Fire Force.
Yeah, I don't like Fire Force either. I stopped watching because of that girl.
It was very annoying. I did not like Fire Force at all. I'm like, you guys are holding up JoJo season 6 for this shit? For this shit?
Even I was confused.
What? David, Productions, get your head out of your ass and make Steel Ball run already.
Yeah, I don't... Demon Slayer's ass. Demon Slayer. Fire Force to me is ass. I'm sorry.
Fire Force is garbage.
It is the manga. I hope is better.
This is what happens when horny people are a part of your fandom. Like I'm really hating this new era of horny funny. Ha.
I'm not liking
horny,
it either,
funny, huh?
And I'm always seeing it in the animes where like the character
Thick
goes
thighs,
to like
huh?
a different world.
She chubby, ha. She has tummy, ha. Like okay.
She thick, huh?
Like, get something else, you fucking losers.
It's like, does it always have to be about that?
We're angry today.
But no, your rant about Demon Slayer was funny. I love Demon Slayer, first of all. But,
I know, but hey, we're able to disagree.
I know. It's like it's interesting to hear your opinions on it because I still like it, but I want to hear yours.
That's fair. Yeah. I wanted to set Zenitsu on fire and see the smoldering corpse of him because he's very annoying. One thing I really hate about him is his loudness. Like Muscle Man, fine. Muscle Man, you could be loud, fine. But when it comes to Zenitsu, they try to give him a power up aspect. Like he's supposed to be like the Rock Lee. You know, Rock Lee. Once he taps into Drunken Fist, he is able to do. He gets a power up, or when he gets into the fight.
Asleep.
Yeah,
so stupid. That's like my only thing I don't like about his character.
And what makes him even more stupid and ridiculous is that not only is he powered up, but there's also like a nasty perpetual snot bubble that's animated onto his face every single fucking time he's doing that shit.
To know that he's asleep, but I mean, I guess it makes us show that he's asleep.
Have the character animate Z's over their head, or whatever Japanese character means sleep or snore over his head. Like that seems cool. And it's like smoke over his head. Make it like that, like it's smoke over his head, and it's like Z or whatever character means sleep. And yeah, like why'd the music stop? And she's just talking.
Okay then.
All right, now we can turn small. What a useful ability. I would not want to turn small, because then I have to change my clothes every time. I have to have small versions of my clothes. And what if I don't get small the same way every time? Like, what if it's super precise?
I mean, I would kind of like to be small like George Shrinks and run around in one of those remote control cars.
But George Shrinks wants to be big. Like, I know that's what he wants. I know he's never admitted it on the show. Like on record, but he's probably thought to himself, "Oh man!"
Like, look at you, the George Shrinks fan now.
And then he had that little girl, which made his friend. It's gonna get real awkward once they get older. Like, I'm glad the show never showed him in college, because it'd be very awkward if he's still friends with that girl.
Because he likes her. He
clearly does. George Shrinks hasn't reached puberty yet. Once he sees whatever her name is and starts to mature, he's gonna be like, there's nothing you could do, George Shrinks. It's like what's it called? Tinkerbell. Peter Pan and Tinkerbell could never work. That's why it's always just weird whenever people like ship them together. It's like that's a relationship that will not work. They cannot work. He's too big. He'd kill her.
It's not even that. It's just it wouldn't work. It's just it's an impossible thing. It's like that anime that I watched of that girl, and she likes this guy. She gets I can't remember what really happens to her, but for some reason she gets attached to his finger, to her crush's finger.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it was a very weird anime. It was a very weird
They just
anime.
make anything into anime. They give it that long ass title.
And
My girlfriend is a slime and she ate my ass. And
What?
it's like in like nice cute little letters too.
honestly, that does seem like an anime title.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of shit I see.
But surprisingly, it was an old anime. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I mean I do like the music.
One aspect of it.
Yeah,
Well, anime always goes hard with music. It's just like a tradition. It's like Sonic music. It just has to be good.
or like Disney.
Yeah, Disney with good animation. This is like, okay, you're not praising, you're not making a bold statement by saying, oh,
You
that
were
the
dead
animation.
too?
Huh?
You were dead too.
Yeah, I did too. You're not making a bold statement when you say, oh, the animation in that Disney movie was nice. Like, yeah, it's the standard. They're a multi-million-dollar company. Plus, billion dollar company. And not only that, they have the budget to do these things.
They set the standard.
Yeah, so it's like saying a Nintendo game feels good to play as, like, it feels good to control. Like, yeah, no, is the game good? I'm pretty sure New Super Mario World Wii or whatever, New Super Mario World Wii, it played nicely, but people still consider it mid. Like,
Is that the one where he turns into an elephant?
No, that's Wonder. That just came out.
I don't really like that one.
Yeah, I don't like the elephant power up in that one.
I mean, the elephant only looks cute if you're Toadette.
Yeah, it did look a little cute when you played. But I'm biased because it's you.
But when it's Mario, yeah,
Looks like
I don't know. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. It don't look right.
I love how we were talking about your rant about Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Demon Slayer.
And we
Yeah, I don't like
totally got
Zenitsu. I'm just saying what I don't like about it. But all the things that I like about it is what I liked about Samurai Champloo and what I liked about Inuyasha. Just I like the fighting. I like the will that the characters have. Their motivation is very good. But I don't care about the annoying characters' motivation. They just suck. Like this, the annoying. The women in this show are. They can either be. Yeah, the women. I'm sorry. If this was, I'm going on the assumption that this was written by a woman because it feels very like she writes other women as annoying, or if they're powerful, they have like some sexual overtone to them. So it's like it's a little hard for me to like consider any but women cool in this because they're very one dimensional. There's nothing interesting about the women in this. Like, there was this one scene where a woman who's supposed to be this very powerful woman, but to compensate, she looks very cute and has her chest out. Somebody called her, like, a tramp. And she acted like it was the first time someone's ever called her that, when she's, like, the kind of person who has her chest out and everything. It was like...
Oh, yeah.
It was like, was that supposed to be a message to us saying, oh, don't call women tramps, anime watchers?
He's talking about the scene in season 4. It was during the swordsmith arc where the love Hashira got called a tramp by that demon. I can't even remember what his name was. But or what number he was, but yeah, he called her a tramp. And yeah, she was like acting like all dramatic and being like, oh, the mouth on that demon. And it's just like
They're getting super offended.
The fact that like, yeah, I don't know why they have like these like conversations with these demons, and they're like, and mind you, the demons' only one goal is really just to kill them. And in Demon Slayer, I guess they just don't know anything to really heal themselves. Like they make swords to kill demons, they do all this stuff to kill demons, create poisons to kill demons, but they don't create anything to really heal themselves.
Yeah,
So it's like her having this conversation with a demon, knowing that in his mind, it's like all he really wants to do is just have her lower her guard so he can just go and just have that final strike and kill her. While she's over here having this full on
bitch fit
like
about him calling her a tramp
to a demon.
It's like, dude, okay.
And mind you, she's just, again, demon slayers are just humans, so it's not like they have any like type of like special powers or anything like that. She's just fast, and it's like, you know, everybody in Demon Slayer is just fast. I honestly don't know who the fastest is because it seems like everybody is fast.
Yeah. Look at the animations on Rayman when he's on ice. There's so many different animations for him. Like, it moves along with him. Like, even on a slight surface, it moves. It looks so cool.
Oh.
They put so much work into this game. I think this game was using one of the first engines to use hand-drawn animations as sprites. I think this is the first time they UbiArt. Yes, I think UbiArt was it was an engine that used straight up hand drawings as sprites in real time, kind of like the animation of My Little Pony that uses rigged animation. It uses rigged animation where they use it's kind of like puppets. They have like or those moving parts of like those, you know, those paper things, those paper
Origami?
No. Like back in school, you'd have these paper figures with hinges on them, and you can make them pose in any little thing you want, and they'd have like hinges.
Oh,
They'd be like a gingerbread man or something, and you can move the arms and legs. It was paper.
Oh. No.
Ugh. It's like that. It's like that. The treat that I was trying to remember the other day.
That nasty smiling cookie.
Yeah. Okay. I remember there was a smiling cookie. It was a cookie. I remembered we had a bunch of them because my mom got them in bulk once, and there was like a bunch of them. I don't know how I can forget them. Maybe it was a promotional thing. I don't know, but there was a bunch of them, and what they would look like is they were yellow. They looked like they weren't Oreos. They looked like Oreos, but it was like a cake kind of thing. And the white Oreos. It looked like the white Oreos, the vanilla Oreos, like, but it had like a smiley face, and it was a smiley face icing, and within it was icing, like more icing in the cookie. I don't remember what it was. I to this day don't remember what it was. There was a lot of things back in the day. Do you remember? I don't think you might remember this because I think it was just before we knew about what alcohol was as children. But do you remember this alcoholic drink that had balls in it? It looked like fizzy little balls. They weren't bubble tea. What are they called? I gotta look this up. It was like fizzy discontinued drink balls.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
These Orbits. I remember seeing these.
Nope.
Orbits with a Z. I remember seeing them, or somebody in my as a kid seeing them and thinking, oh, I want to drink that, and I remember not being allowed to drink that because it was clearly alcoholic or something. I don't know what it was, but Orbits with a Z. Those drinks, I was always curious about them, but they were like a discontinued drink. I think people just didn't like the balls. What other movies did we see? I think is that all 3 movies we saw? Oh, we watched Lilo and Stitch again for some impromptu movie session. We just randomly watched Lilo and Stitch the movie.
I don't know. I still have my same opinions as when I first saw it as a kid. That I don't really like it.
Aww, the Stitch.
I don't know. My thing with the movie is Lilo. I don't like Lilo.
Oh.
Like she's so the movie makes it seem like, you know, she's like a capable child and like she understands, but then it's like she always acts naughty. And it's not even like naughty where it's like oh, you know, she's always like pulling pranks or something like that. No, she's always just you know, just beating up on the other kids that say like whatever to her.
You're crazy. And then she like beat that girl's head in.
Which is true. If I was a kid, if I was one of those girls and saw Lilo, I would say that she was crazy if I saw her as a kid, because she's acting crazy. It's like some of the things that she does, you know, are kind of they're I can see why the girls say that about her, like when she when she does like weird shit. And they say that she's like weird or like creepy. It's
Weird
like
low.
yeah, she does like a lot of like weird things, and not like a lot of things that the typical normal girl her age would do, and that's fine. But it's just like the movie makes it seem like it's everybody else's fault and not Lilo's.
Did you call Lilo a neurodivergent icon?
I don't know what that means.
Neurodivergent means like on the autism spectrum. Because clearly she was like shouting out. Her character is like, you know, the weird girls that were not really cool with the other girls.
Yeah, but it's like, I couldn't understand what Lilo's issue was, because like at first I thought it was, oh, you know, she's acting like this because, you know, her parents are gone. But it's like, but then they never have that like that moment where it's like, they never have that crying moment in the movie where the character cries about losing.
See if we can get you another costume.
What?
Let's go to the tree, see if we can get you another costume.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we never see that moment where it's like, you know, she's acting like this because of her parents or something.
I don't think we have the princess yet. Oh, we do. Yeah. Oh, 55. We're close.
Oh, okay.
Let's go get some more. You good being that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, continue.
But yeah, we never really see that moment in the movie where it's like you know, she's acting like this because, you know, of her parents or something like that. It's like I really don't know why she acts the way she acts. I don't know.
Like speaking to her like you know this kid. I don't know why Lilo acts like this every single day. I don't know why. I
don't know, cause it's just like you would think that she would understand, like if she keeps acting like this, it's like you would think that the talks of, oh, do you want to be taken away would have happened sooner, not just when it did, when the social worker threatened to take Lilo away. It's like you would think that this wouldn't have happened the first time.
New job, model citizen. I love that.
Mr. Bubbles.
Cobra Bubbles. I am the one they call when things go wrong.
But it's like, I don't know, like Lilo just doesn't, she never switches up, and the movie makes it seem like, well, because she's a kid, but it's like, but then you throw in things like the social worker
and the show,
and it's like all these like adult things that would make a person kind of change, or like a character really just change. But with Lilo, it's like the movie, it's like the movie forgets that she's like a child, so it's like she shouldn't change so drastically like this.
But they had a whole show to develop her character, and she never developed. I liked the show too. I really liked the Lilo and Stitch show when I was a kid growing up.
See, it's like I don't know.
But she never developed as a character. She was always just the Mary Sue.
To me, that's what the movie is. The movie is really lacking because of how they make Lilo act in the movie. Like, she doesn't even, like, even though she tries to apologize to the girls that bullied her, it doesn't really seem like the apology is real, because it doesn't seem like she knows what she's really even apologizing for. It just seems like she's just apologizing to make the grown-ups all happy, and then she's just gonna do it all over again. Yep. And it's just like, huh?
She's bratty. You're right, bratty. She was pretty bratty.
Yeah, it's just like, and you know, she didn't want to follow the rules, but it's like, it's necessary for her to follow the rules, because it's like, I guess in this universe, it doesn't really matter if you have a family. They'll still take you away from said family.
Yeah.
That also didn't really make any sense to me either, because they're gonna throw in real world things like that, but at the same time, it doesn't make any sense, because that doesn't make any sense. She's the parents passed, so yeah, she would be with the older sister.
No, I mean,
Why are the social workers really even there?
I guess because she didn't have not have a job, but like she's like they just checking on her. Somebody must have called. Yeah, I guess somebody must have called. We just didn't see it prior to the episode.
Yeah,
There's
but
probably a nosy neighbor that just wanted Lila to get taken away. Because people are evil like that.
they are. But it's like I can see. But it's like if things like that in the show, in the movie, I mean that it doesn't really make any sense.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And then you have like Stitch over there, and then like I really didn't like what they were doing with Stitch because it's like the whole like literally the whole movie. The moment he meets Lilo, it's like the movie is making it seem like everything that's going wrong is Stitch's fault. When it's like
when David was like, I really thought they had a chance, and then you showed up. Like, what does that?
Like,
why are you so vague about it? What does that mean?
Him saying that doesn't make any sense. Like I said before, it's like it's everybody's fault but Lilo's, because we already saw at the beginning of the movie that she's a bad behaved child that just wants to beat the kids. That's how she thinks that she should deal with arguments. Yeah. What does that have to do with Stitch?
Stitch just enables her. Stitch is just her guard dog for her antics.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense for the writers to then just kind of write it and make it seem like all of this bad stuff and the house being on fire like that probably didn't happen before is really all Stitch's fault, when it's just like we kind of see how Lilo acts.
Yeah.
And she doesn't change.
She doesn't.
Like never.
She gets everything handed to her.
Everything.
Even in the show.
And it's like even when she's supposed to be changing her ways, she still acts the same way. It's like Nani's supposed to be getting a job, and the movie kind of forgets that she's supposed to be looking for a job, and they go surfing.
And that house looks expensive. That house looks very expensive. You need to work every day.
It just
10 hours a day to afford the kind of house that Lilo has.
It just didn't make any sense for the movie for her to do that, especially when they made it seem like she really needs to get a job. So I really thought that's what it was going to be like. Oh, it was going to be her going to place getting the job, and it's like there was that little montage, but it was really just a montage of Lilo just kind of teaching Stitch and him just kind of messing up while Nani's just in the back and kind of getting all of her hopes crushed because they're ruining all of her opportunities.
Yep.
So it's like, but then the show says, hey, let's stop this and let's have a surfing montage to show that they're a family, even though David's not really technically supposed to be in the picture.
Yeah, we found out in the wiki that they broke up apparently broke up a little bit in Stitch has a glitch or whatever.
I don't know, like
they have a complicated relationship.
It is like, I don't know, Lilo and Stitch is just a complicated movie, and it's in its own right to me, and I don't know, I didn't really like it all that much.
Such is the life of a working girl.
And the one thing I didn't really like about the movie watching it was Lilo. It's always Lilo. I didn't really like Lilo. She really brought the movie down. And her having moments being like, oh, well, don't worry, somebody will pick you. You're nice. It's like, so now you care? It's like, I don't know, like her having this back and forth, like type of logic. It's like 1 minute she cares and understands that maybe she should stop being like this, and then the other moment it's like she completely forgets and she then acts like a kid again. But it's like, I don't know what the movie wants me to feel about her character. I just can't like her character.
It's hard to write capable children because children are supposed to be, inexperienced. When you make them capable, it's kind of unrealistic because that means that they're already at their prime now.
Yeah,
they're never going to grow to do anything.
And then throwing in the whole social worker aspect either.
That was real.
I felt like they probably shouldn't have thrown that in either because it also confuses the whole thing, because with them throwing that in, you would think it kind of, again, it's supposed to force a character to grow and change, but Lila never grows, and the only person that kind of grows and changes is kind of Nani.
Yeah.
She's still
in the show she's still all about work.
I mean, just like the small things, like, you know, she learns to get along with Stitch more.
Oh yeah.
Because before she really wasn't liking Stitch, and it was kind of all about Lilo. She didn't really care that she even had a pet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really telling too, because it's just like, even if Stitch was a normal dog, it just goes to show that she wouldn't have really cared.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing she would have cared about is teaching it how to be potty trained, and then leave it all for Lilo.
Yep.
And what makes it even weirder is that I don't even know why she would get Lilo a dog or a pet in general from how she acts.
I thought you were gonna say, I don't even know how he has to clean him up, because we've never seen him shit. Like, I thought you were gonna say that, because it's true, we never seen Stitch how he expels.
Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be like an alien. Yeah, that would be a flaw that you would fix if you could make some kind of creature. Yeah, you wouldn't want it to poop. That would be the perfect creature.
Like, maybe he does, but it's like a weird way. Like,
or
maybe,
sweats. Maybe sweats it all out.
Yeah, like maybe
that would be so nice.
I don't know.
Would you rather that if you had the ability to just only sweat it out? Like, and it doesn't smell or anything. It's just normal sweat, but just like more, instead of going to the bathroom every time. Would you do it? I would do it. If you could combine number 1 and number 2 into like sweats instead, I would take that. I would give me the surgery.
I wouldn't take that, because it's like, what if you're one of those unlucky people that have like a bladder problem? Then you're always gonna be sweaty.
Well, there has to be a small price to pay. You can't have everything perfect.
Well,
I would take that.
I kind of like what we have now.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of relaxing.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's my thing with Lilo. It's like everybody kind of changes, but her. Like, she still has the same personality.
Yeah.
And that's my only thing with the movie. I just don't really like Lilo.
We're getting a live action.
I know.
It's about time. I mean,
I don't know why you're happy. The live actions of the movies that they put out so far have not been good.
I'm a live action.
I know
scum.
you are.
I'm live action scum. I'm sorry. I will admit it. I'm a live action scum. Back when I was younger, I first saw the Flintstones in live action. I was blown away. I was so blown away when I saw that, because the production was so high quality. I never even liked the fucking Flintstones. When I saw that, I was mesmerized. I was like, whoa. So things can be like in real life, but like the cartoons.
No, it's all fake, and to me, they don't do it right. Cartoons all the way.
My taste is specific though. I don't like the Transformers. I don't like the Mario one. I don't even
like the Transformers.
I didn't like Avatar either. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't like.
I don't even like the blue Avatar.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, if you were to be like, oh, tell me what the Avatar is. If I were to pretend to be like that interested, like if we infiltrated an Avatar place, to like get into the fan base to like cause some trouble, I would probably have to study up. I don't know anything.
God.
I don't know anything.
I thought that was part of the background.
You know, it's a pretty game, isn't it?
But I think I lost a life. Oh my god, I got a sword stuck through me.
Don't worry, I'll save you.
Oh my god.
Careful.
I think it's too late for that.
Mm. Remember that stupid Transformers thing that I swore was Transformers, but it wasn't? And I was like to you, oh, do you remember that? I was like, what is that Transformers with the fat guy? And he's like a trucker. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, because you're a huge, AJ here is a huge Transformers fan. So I was like, yeah, what was that? I'm not. I was like, whoa, what was that Transformers with the fat guy? And he was like a trucker, and he had like a beard, a nasty beard, and like he had like a blonde hair.
What did it turn out to be?
It was what was that shit? It was like a Transformer show on Teletoon. It was called what was it? It was like Transformers like show. Transformers like show on Teletoon. It was like Transformers like that, but it wasn't. It was it had like a fat guy, and type in Teletoon robot show. It was like a Mega XLR. That's what it is. This shit. It looks like Transformers, but it's not.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was on Teletoon. You probably weren't watching it. Probably around the time Chaotix would be on.
Ugh. I never liked Chaotix either.
Chaotix is lame. They were trying to spoon feed us that Flash shit in action form. Like Flash only works for things like Jacob Tutu and those kind of shows, like those stylized shows, or even here. Like this is clearly an offshoot of Flash. It's not using Flash. It's using the UBR engine, which maybe uses some offshoot of Flash. I don't know, but the fact is like it's I don't know. It's better when it's done with a style in mind, not when it's just here's our characters. Like when it's just stick figures. Like Rick and Morty is also Flash, but it compensates for using Flash by having really interesting backgrounds, and the writing makes up for it. But it's like if you don't have those two things,
this thing looks disgusting. I'm sorry.
It does look disgusting.
Like ew.
Rayman always had gross out things.
Like I'm not trying to be disgusting, but he.
Go on, just say it.
He looks like he's wearing a condom.
He does.
On his butt.
Well, when you're a fish, you also gotta be safe sometimes. Imagine the awkwardness of putting on a condom as a fish.
How
like
can you
swimming
even
into it.
do that?
That's impossible. Like swimming into like. It would
Well,
need to,
maybe it would kind of just, I don't know, be the shape of the tail of the fish.
I don't think fishes mate using their tails. I think they have a little pee-pee.
I don't know anything about fishes like that. I just know what they look like.
I just know that seahorses give birth to like thousands or hundreds or
And
tens.
I just know that the ocean water is just disgusting and filthy.
It is, because all they're messed all together.
You're really nasty.
It is.
You shut up this.
Like, there's no filter in the ocean.
The ocean is the filter.
Ew. I'm not thinking about that. Oh, we almost have enough to get your character. We're close. I like how in sync we are.
Huh?
Oh, we got some VHSs. We got a bunch of VHS tapes.
We did a
actually.
lot. I don't even know which ones specifically that we got, but we got a lot.
We did get a lot. I made a video the other day of all the ones that we have. I don't know what to do with it though. I'm like, I want to show it off in an interesting way. I'm gonna save another one of these.
Oh my god, these nasty looking fairies.
Yeah.
The inappropriate looking fairies.
Yep. We should play. We should next time you play this. We should play with a mod that covers them up. Like the cover up fairies mod.
That's a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe there's a mod for a lot of things.
Yeah, like I said the other time, you put that mod on for arachnophobia because you have arachnophobia.
I do. Severe arachnophobia.
You do. Even the mention of a spider can make this girl piss.
That's not true.
I'm kidding. It makes you really nervous though.
Move from you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
It's like whenever I see something that moves really fast. That's what makes me want to pee. No, okay, it doesn't make me want to pee. It makes our fears don't make us pee. But my point is,
I'm glad it doesn't get that far.
no, it doesn't. But yeah, I don't like moving. It's not. I guess it's like not a phobia, but I guess this just the idea makes me very uncomfortable. I think it's called megalophobia. But for me specifically, I don't like seeing really big things move very fast. Like if I saw like a monster truck go by me, I would not like scream and go, "Ah!" I would probably just go, "Oh." I would just not like it. I don't like big things moving fast. I would not like that. What the hell? Why did I die?
I'm not gonna say, oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, like I don't like moving things that are big.
Get over here.
I got some new shoes. There's so much things to catch. I feel like we're just talking to like an old friend on stream. We're just catching them up.
We did so much.
We did so much. That's why we skipped last week. We were very busy. We did not stream. Well, see, we need to stop giving ourselves. I mean, Fridays are nice to look forward to every time to stream, but It's like, I don't want to feel like we have to be on the schedule for it. I still want this to be fun. But I am having fun with you. This is very fun. Catching up is fun though. But maybe we should. Do you think we should still keep it on the schedule though, or do you think we should? Because most of the times, whenever we finish a stream, I try to get the next one on the schedule. Or do you think we should just?
I mean, yeah, we could just keep it on Fridays.
Yeah. We're always free
kind
on
of
Fridays.
a routine.
Yeah, we're always free on Fridays, and it's a fun thing to look forward to. Oh.
If we have to change it, we have to change it. But as it seems right now, Fridays seem good.
Yeah. It's always fun just knocking these fools.
I honestly just want to get the princess thing and then call it a stream.
Yeah, no problem.
It's getting hot in here.
It's no problem. That's our timer. How hot it gets in here. If there was ever an air conditioner that had no sound, we probably would stream for like 4 hours. How long have we been streaming for? I haven't even.
know.
But yeah, I know the quality is good. Let me just check everything. Do a little check.
It would be actually really funny if this whole entire time our voices are like really, really low.
No. That'd be so good. Do. Oh, want me to press it? I'll press it. Yeah. I know the music was getting annoying. Honestly, I'm getting hungry.
Huh? New character unlocked.
Oh yeah, we probably got the. Oh, we did get the princess. I'm getting hungry.
No, get to the prince. We have to get to the princess and unlock her.
Okay, we'll save. Look at the princess's inappropriately scantily clad body, and then we'll go. That's how it is. That's the most proper way to say it without being gross.
Gross?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to.
Oh yeah, princess. Get the princess. Oh yeah, the princess. Teensy. They're called teensies.
Yeah, and they go wow.
Yeah. Do it. Do the my thing.
How do you do it again?
Press and hold. But hold on. Let's go to the tree first. The snoring tree. There you go.
Wow.
Look at him hiding from you. That was one thing that you loved about this game when you played it the first time. Ah!
Oh, it looks nasty.
Oh, it looks like you're chasing me and eating me, or gonna eat me. Oh, ow.
Get over here.
No. I'm so glad you can't punch and run at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. It's still the same voice.
Yep.
Wow. What the heck is this?
It's a zombie thing. We don't have it yet.
Oh.
We need 60.
Wow.
Testing your vocal cords there.
I wasn't trying to. I just like doing it.
I'm glad you got the character that you
I
like,
am
though.
a wizard. You will fear me. Ah.
Let's go.
Okay.
I like how cartoony the hits are. They're so satisfying, even to your own. To friendly fire. Alright. Ow. Okay, I deserve that.
Get some of that. Ah.
Okay.
Karma. Look at me, my nice princess dress. I look so
Oh,
nice.
You do. Oh. I was really trying to get to that thing. We don't even need to.
I'm not gonna
Come
see.
on! Look how close you are!
No.
Like, you really tried with that one! I was like, you're there skirting the spikes and everything, like, dodging them left and right. I was like, oh my god.
Ah. I thought you kind of died.
Like, I love that this game, every trope that you see in the early 2000s era of cartoons is in here. The Mexican cooking episode. That was a lot of things. Mucha Lucha,
I didn't like Mucha Lucha.
El
And the
Tigre,
flea.
El
that
Tigre.
nasty thing.
Yeah,
Was coming out of the toilet.
Timo Supremo. They really had a lot of like Latin.
Maya Miguel.
Yeah,
Dora.
and they're all great too. None of them are bad. I can't.
No, they weren't. But
No,
I just
even though
didn't
you don't
watch
like Mucha,
them.
yeah, even though you don't like Mucha Lucha, I can't say it was bad. The animation was good. I just wasn't interested into the characters, honestly. They were just gross. Like the flea was just gross. Mucha, whatever the character. I don't know. I was just not into it that much. But yeah, this show, Rayman Legends is it's just doing every trope. The Mexican cooking, the ice episode where someone goes to the winter. Johnny Test, that era of cartoon, like Johnny Test, and I like it. Rayman always has kind of been one of those cartoon video games. Take your time. Yeah, Rayman has always kind of been one of those cartoon video games where it's like, even though it's a video game, they're still kind of like a cartoon character as well. Like Conker or Banjo and Kazooie. Like, even though you know they were games, it felt like a cartoon. It felt like you were watching a cartoon or something. Rayman was like that. Rayman was more like... The way I can compare the feel of Rayman in terms of like a cartoon, if he ever got one, it would feel like, I guess, his own cartoon mixed with something like Redwall on Teletoon. Do you remember Redwall?
Redwall?
Redwall was like the show about the rats in medieval times.
No.
Oh, it was like a really creepy show. And
There were rats in medieval times?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of it. Redwall. Redwall. It was like one word. Redwall. Redwall. Teletoon. This show. It was on.
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, Redwall. It was like some dark medieval times show with the rats. It looked like it should have been made by Disney, but it wasn't. Yeah. I think if there was ever a Rayman show, it should have that kind of feel mixed with the feel of its own show. You didn't even watch the Donkey Kong show either.
No.
That was up here first, I think.
I didn't even know there was a Donkey Kong show.
Yeah, it was on Teletoon. That and Pecola. Do you remember that?
No.
It was like a square penguin, and it was like a 3D CGI animated television show.
No, but I do remember the octopus with the hat
That's
and the
Oswald.
wiener dog.
That's Oswald. I knew you were talking about Oswald. Oh.
I like that octopus.
He has such a gentle heart and gentle voice.
I wanted his hat.
Trying to just take it off of him, and like it exposes like a nasty scar, and then he has to talk about it.
Why is it to be a nasty scar for?
It's just a nasty scar, and he's like, "Well, listen to nice music."
Feels like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
And this is where we're supposed to stop and be like, beautiful.
I know. Well, I was like that when I first played it, but I played this this is gonna be my 6th time now. Cause actually no, double that, because I've played Legends. Ooh, I've played Legends a bunch, and that has these levels in it too. Oh my god, we got grabbed up by the ghoulies. Like, that just sounds so wrong now. My brain has been so ruined by the internet. There was a movie back in the day called Grabbed by the Ghoulies, or a game called Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and now it just doesn't sound right hearing that. It sounds like you should send those
To prison?
Yeah, send those ghoulies to prison. You're grabbing up on people, and it's supposed to be like, ooh, spooky. There's nothing spooky about SA. We gotta take that shit seriously. Grabbed up by the ghoulies. How dare they? If I was grabbed by a ghoulie, I'd call everybody. Imagine the fear in my voice on the phone. Hey, Jay. Oh, you're like, what happened? What happened? Are you okay? I was grabbed. Where? Where were
You have to
you?
say it like that. It's supposed to be like a serious moment.
I was grabbed by a ghoulie. Grabbed by what? You wouldn't take me seriously. The moment I say, I would probably drag it on. I'm like, I don't want to say who did it. Cause I wouldn't want to tell you that. I was grabbed by a ghoulie. It sounds like a really like an evil person, like Stromboli. I was grabbed by a ghoulie. I was grabbed by a ghoulie. Some greasy Italian man named Aguli. I was grabbed by a ghoulie.
Sounds like you're trying to say a Goonimon.
A Goonimon?
Yeah.
A Goonermon.
No, but close enough.
You got cramped up.
I know these things just always just come after my ass. It's like that ant that bit me on my butt.
Yeah, I don't know how an ant bit you on the butt.
See, I don't know if it was an ant. I'm assuming it was an ant.
Yeah. Microscopic bite. Ant bite. Rat bite. Mr. Rat bite.
He eats nails for dinner,
Yes,
for
he does.
breakfast.
Yep. Dinner too, probably. Probably has roasted nail. That's disgusting. Like seasoned up nail. Ew.
Cause it's like all nasty and brown.
Yeah. Ew. All rusted up. Remember when I saw that? I probably talked about this before. Remember that old guy I saw eating around garbage food that he found in the garbage?
Yeah, you did. And he like scooped it up like scooping ice cream.
He scooped it up like Billy. Like, ew.
Let's take a break. I'm getting hungry.
Me too. Let's call it a stream. That was we were just chatting. We were just rotting. We were just talking. Okay, let's see. Make sure that's 6 o'clock exactly. Wow, it's funny you chose exactly 6 o'clock to call this stream.
Oh, it's 6? I actually don't know what time it is.
Yeah, exactly 6. Well, this music is a good little send off.
It sounds like a Steven Universe OST.
Yeah, this is a good send off music. Alright. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We're gonna have a nice meal after this one. And,
'Cause I'm hungry.
yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week. If not, I'll probably have an update next time. We'll probably type out something and say, next week.